Well, look who decided to pop in. Hello there. You know, I'm kind of surprised. Given recent information, you just still decide to come over. I'm sure a lot of you have some questions, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think you're gonna be getting that many answers today. But the least I can do is make sure that we get somewhat reacquainted, given recent circumstances. Also, I might have to apologize in advance if ever our chat box might stutter every now and then. Now, I'm sure most of you are very curious with what's to come. Usually when a 2.0 comes around, there's expectation of maybe a new visual, but I think there's a lot more that's coming into play here today. And I must give my commendations, though. Y'all did very, very well with your predictions. I mean, quite the impressive group effort, I will say. Everyone did really, really well, and before I show my true form and what my true intentions have been this whole time, I thought that in the classic fashion of how these 2.0s usually go, we should probably go through some of them, and I think it would be an interesting prospect to compare once I'm able to reveal my true form. Alright then. Now, we do have some business to get to, and not a lot of time, so how about we go ahead and look into these predictions? Now allow me a moment to set the stage for us, yes? Let us see. There we go. Let us move on over here. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Perhaps it would be wise if I move this here for the meantime as well. Some really, really good work that I've seen, and I'm very eager to go through them one by one. Now, I will admit, some of you came quite close, very, very close in fact, to reconstructing my true form. But we'll be going through them one by one, and it's actually quite inspiring what I've seen. Alright. Let us go through our first one. This is in pretty much random order. Well, I say random, but I believe these might appear in form of almost alphabetical order to the handles under which these were submitted. Starting off with you know, this is a really interesting one. I do like the black and gold. It looks very majestic, and it almost gives a idol vibe. I also like the gold inner makings of the coat. That looks really, really good. And I know one point of contention in the process of reconstructing my visual was a lot of people were curious about what the ornament was towards the, well, that would be my right, but from a viewer's perspective, that would be the left side. And I know there were many iterations of people trying to figure out what it might have exactly been. You will be seeing it in a while. And what I do find impressive actually is that I feel that given the difference in silhouettes between a lot of the 2.0s that you might have seen, the thing about this is there's an entire coat which envelops the silhouette, so there's not really much information to go off of. There's not much telling what could actually be within the coat area. So I will say, for those of you that have participated in trying to reconstruct what my 2.0 might be, y'all did a very, very good job. Very creative work. Of course, you will see what actually is within the coat very soon, but yes. This reconstruction was done by Auden Zaitha. And I do, there's like a little pistol there as well. I will admit, in instances where I do prefer not to use my strength, I mean, I feel like it would be overkill sometimes. Sometimes weaponry would be ideal, but I feel like, that's just me being lazy. Alright, let us go check out the next one. Good job, very, very good work. Next we have Bree the Banana. Maybe with a shades toggle. I see. You know, one thing I was actually very surprised by, there were a number of submissions which have shown me in a white coat, which, in all honesty, if I had it my way, I would have loved to have had a white coat. However, you know, the thing about white coats is that, especially when you're on the field a lot, it gets very dirty easily. But for visual presentation, it does have quite the effect. I do like it though, especially the white and gold combination. I see the gold belts around the, what do you call these? The sleeves of the jacket, and it almost reminds me of the attire that I wore in the Crescent Rise cover. Very nice. Very, very nice. Also like the hair here. It almost reminds me of Varka in a way. Thank you very, very much for your reconstruction. Alright, let's see. Who else do we have here? Okay. Here we have one from Bun Moe. Now, another thing I know that was very heavy in discussion within the community was the question as to whether or not I'll actually still be wearing anything on the inside. A lot of people were saying that maybe it's very similar to the circumstance of this current outfit that I'm in, where it's a full-on jacket but nothing on the inside. And you do know my history when it comes to these types of outfits. You see, the problem is they could get very, very stuffy and quite limiting when it comes to movement, and in some cases sometimes they just tear. So there is a certain convenience to just not wearing anything on the inside, and I see you've carried that over into this prediction for 2.0. I also really like the details here. Quite majestic, and I do like the addition of all these belts, and you know, there are some details here which you might be surprised might be near spot on. In a way. I see one particular detail which you almost got right here. It's very nice. It's very pretty, very flashy. Very pleasant to the eye. Initial Delulu prediction. Thank you, thank you. Did an excellent job. I really like this. Okay. Let's go look at some more. Actually, there is another one from Bunmoe here. Let me show you that as well. They actually did other versions as well. I do quite like it. This one on the left reminds me of almost like the general that commands a warship in a way. I don't know, whenever I see these type of white uniforms, it reminds me of like Navy or sailors or the captain of a ship. So that's the vibe I'm getting off of this. And oof, those belts, chef's kiss. And then we also have this one on the right, which reminds me of an outfit that I had in a video game. It's really, really nice. I like that you were able to come up with all these different versions. It's really, really good. Yeah, pirate vibes in a way. Thank you very much, Bunmoe. Alright, let's see. Okay, this next one is from CCK Hannah. Oh, apologies. I'm gonna have to resize that real quick. There we go. Ah, I see. So we have a different interpretation of the ornament on my sleeve. On my right, your left. In this case, they did it more like a crown-like ring around the arm. That's an interesting interpretation. And then the sleeves are shown to be not just aesthetic belts, but in a way they were interpreted as restraints, and these restraints can crisscross over each other. You know, I really did enjoy how some of you incorporated the concept of restraint and control, and almost thinking that I'm a prisoner, but I do assure you that everything I'm doing is of my own free will. Nothing is holding me hostage. There is nothing being dangled in front of me, so to speak, for me to commit to what I'm doing. So of course, perhaps you might get enlightened about things more later on. Next. I do like this one. This one is from Cheshirean. This was another thematic that I thought was really nice to see in some of your creations, where there's a bit of a nod to my 1.0 with elements like, if you see the fur here, very similar to my 1.0. And then I like how there was the idea of carrying over the signature, almost scratch mark type detail in my outfit. And these white pants though, very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a very clean feel to it. And gloves. Very, very good. Very, very good job. The eye patch is fan service for myself. Well, I must admit, as flashy and aesthetically pleasing the idea of an eye patch might be, I may leave that to Mr. Gilgallion. Leave that to him as his little signature thing. But it is an interesting thought to have an eye patch. Thankfully, though, my vision is still quite good on both sides, so if there are any changes to that, maybe you'll see it manifest in another time. All right, let's see. This next one is from Dark Alley Cat. Very cute to include the Ryzar on the side. So this one is proto feathers for the what people would assume is almost like the fur lining, and then untied messy hair. This somewhat reminds me of the Reaper outfit in Final Fantasy XIV. So you have like the big majestic coat, and then as I said, people did enjoy the prospect of me not wearing anything underneath, so very, very good, very good. And as I told the stage lights before, there are many different ways you can tackle this prediction. Like, it doesn't have to be a straight copy from the silhouette. If you feel comfortable using your own form in order to create your predictions, then that would have been just as fine, such as what we're seeing here. Very, very nice. Okay. This one is from Day Caffeine. Now this one. I like the bandaging around the waist, and the way the coat is created, it reminds me of almost like the boss of an arena, you know what I mean? This is like if Set had a different outfit. And yes, the belts. I know there were a number of you that were hoping for that belt, which is almost like a harness underneath the booba. And again, just very, very good. I like the, again, consistency of the fur being a nod to the way the fur on my 1.0 coat goes. Very, very good. I quite like it. Get it? Very, very nice. Thank you, Day. Now this one is from Doge. Not sure I want Rai with more or less more clothes or less clothes. Man, that seems to be a dilemma amongst a lot of you, I will say. Everyone was struggling to decide on whether they were going to predict more clothes or less clothes underneath. Well, I mean, that is a fair assumption, given that I'm not sure. With the arrival of Ashkariel, am I still the one that has the least clothes on? I think so, because I literally only have a jacket over my upper body and the necklaces, I guess. But yes, I do like this. I also like the choice of colors here. They're different, but also almost a nod to my eye color, which still falls within the usable color palette, which could appear in my outfit. So I really like that. And then just the giant meat on the side. Wait, what? No clothes, please. We'll see. Very nice. Ooh, I like the necklace though. I actually like the necklace. The pendant coming underneath the choker almost reminds me of I think it was the necklace I had in, was it Ifudodo? I'm not sure if this was something I saw either in Ifudodo or in the Ifudodo cover, or if it was in fan art. Either one of the two. But yeah, I do like the necklace a lot. And there's just this overall concept. It looks really, really good. Thank you very much, Doge. Okay, we still have a number to go through. Ooh, this is from Getoge from. Okay. Now, in this case, they went for more clothes in this case. Yes. Heavy black jacket, and then the lining on the inside. Call back to the lining that I have on my 1.0 jacket, and I like how they carried over the emblem on my jacket over to the buckle. I think that was a really nice touch. I do appreciate it when people use inspiration from my 1.0, trying to draw elements of that design going into the 2.0. Very, very good. This next one is from Hama Umibeno. Okay, are you ready? There we go. Now, this was an interesting approach. Again, we're seeing another design which incorporates the white, which I really enjoy. I really do think that white just makes for a very clean silhouette. And then a very interesting take on these pants as well. So the print is a carryover from the inner linings of the coat. And then I do like the gold details, and again, just those small little details, which were a callback to the 1.0 elements. These are really good. Again, very, very clean silhouette. I love it. I really like it. And again, we are met with a scenario where where there is no shirt once again. Again, I don't blame you guys. I am not wearing a shirt in my 1.0, so it would be natural to assume that would be the case. And the monocle as well. The monocle was an interesting touch here too, and the necklace as well. That's very nice. All right. No shirt truthers. Fair enough, fair enough. Ooh, I also like the necklace as well. That's an interesting take on a new necklace that could have been used for my twin. Overall, very nice style. Okay, next. Let's see. This one is from Gigi. They worked with an artist to create their prediction. All right, let's see. What I like about this is it reminds me of a character that you would almost see from a gacha game. That's the vibe I get off of it. I like the strong colors used for the claw mark design on the outfit by using the yellow. It really makes those elements stand out, and that's why I get the vibe of like a gacha game character. There's like an electric quality to it. It almost looks like somebody that works in metal and electrope. Yeah, it's a very interesting take. I like this. There's a thematic going on here. And I also just noticed like the gauntlet, and again, there's just more metal. If you look at the tail, you also have that detail. Like metalworks and electricity vibe, yeah. And is that a see-through shirt I'm seeing? I believe that's a see-through shirt, no? So that's an interesting compromise between the idea of having more and less clothes. Technically there is more clothes, but you can see through it. So if you can see through the clothes, does it really count as more clothes? All right. Thank you very much. This one is from Kai Kai Jins. Oh, this was interesting. This almost gives me a hunter type vibe. Very, very cool. And this is what I think of. It's a very unique take and very stylish as well. I really do like the hair here, actually. I like the hair, and then you also have the technology towards my right eye, and then it's a very stylish silhouette. I also like the choice of colors here too. the use of this kind of green shade on the pants gives almost it almost reads as an operative of sorts, which is really, really good. Yeah. Oh, I also like the what they did around the sleeve part. That's pretty nice too. And again, it's just very interesting seeing how everyone interprets the emblem around the upper arm differently. Yeah, I do quite like this. It's very, very nice. I would like that jacket. I would actually like that jacket. Thank you very much for your prediction. All right, next up. Ooh, okay. This one is from Keirin Yumi. Okay. I like what they did here, actually. They did like a sketch over of the silhouette, which I think was which is actually really clever, I think. I'm going to be so honest. The one thing I really like about this prediction is the handcuffing and the mask. Like I said, I am doing everything in my own free will, hence I can probably say that I'm definitely not going to be handcuffed. Although seeing this prediction makes me wish I was handcuffed now. It gives the feeling of a general who... Because like you also have the uniform vibe going on here. It gives me the concept of a general whose power needs to be contained, hence being handcuffed. I really do like the concept. It's like being restrained from being able to use their true power. I'll handcuff you. Damn. He's gonna use the rope, guys. He's gonna use the red rope. Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you so much for this. And again, I think this was such a creative way of tackling the prediction, especially if you don't really have that much time to do an illustration from scratch. Like a sketch over the silhouette is a really nice approach as well. All right. Next up we have, this one is from Kenken. Whoop. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, so the print towards the pants is somewhat reminiscent of the prints you'd see on the side of my current pants. And then this top, goodness. Very sexy. Very, very good. I see that you've carried over the emblem on my jacket on the jacket for your prediction as well. You got a few belt detail there. Overall, very nice. The crop top, yes. I know some of you have been raving about wanting a crop top on me. Sometimes I'd even see it in fan art. So I'm not surprised to see a crop top here. Plausible prediction. Yeah, everyone did such a good job with their designs. We also have Ken Maijo as the next one. Pretty sure some of you might recognize their art style since they've been featured in plenty of thumbnails. Okay. I see the horns. I see the kind of bone horns carried over onto the prediction for my 2.0. I see a good chunk of strapping as well. Not just around the sleeves of the jacket, but also around the waist, around the leg. Very nice. I'm honestly really surprised by how many people predicted that my coat would be white, which I don't blame you guys. It is a really clean look. And I do like white. I actually do like wearing white. But I do choose the occasions I wear white as well, because it's very easy to get dirty, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, depending on where I am, I dressed based on where I know I'm going. So, given that there's a lot of dirty work in some of the places I go, that would otherwise prevent me from wearing white. It's a majestic look that's hard to keep clean. This is from Kuritanua another. Okay. Oh. Now this is a nice approach. So a lot of the concept we've been seeing are almost like the semi-formal. This one gives more of a street feel, I would say. Almost a much more relaxed fit, if you will. Very nice. You know what? The gold chain isn't actually too off because I do own a gold chain necklace. Also feels very rich. The lining inside the coat feels very rich, very expensive. It's like you know, like streetwear, but luxury at the same time. That's what it reminds me of. Thank you very much for your prediction so far. Some really, really good predictions we got on here. And I will say, there are predictions that we've seen where there are actually elements which are almost spot on. So, very, very good detective work. Okay, the next one we have... Here we go. This one is from Mika Situation. Ah, more white. There's actually, I know I'm a broken record saying this, but I'm really surprised by the amount of white I'm seeing in the predictions. And we have a cream suit to complement that. I also like the idea of the slicked back hair. And yes, it does give host club of sorts. Like if you remove the jacket, it looks like I can double working at a host club, working the bar. The choker is really nice too. Very, very nice. Very, very clean. And yes, that is important. Like the offset of the cream against the pure white of the jacket for sure is a good detail there. Thank you very much. This one is from Mochi. So this was another concept which utilized the silhouette with a sketch over. Alright, alright. Oh, okay. I see like that little flame pattern around the left side of my coat. Viewer's right side. And on top of that, I also see somewhat of a nod to how I wear my jacket in 1.0, where although in this case the sleeve is off obviously, but it's like how if you look at my current 1.0, like the side of the jacket is kind of nudged a bit. So I see that carry over here. Very nice. Okay, this one is Moonlight for Maffer. Ah, the hair. I really like the hair. That is a pretty cool hairstyle. And then we have the belt crossing over the chest area with the pants and the coat. There's some really scrumptious detail here, and they collaborated with the artist Engigani to create this prediction. Really good, damn. Ooh, I also appreciate the what do you call it? The square in the pocket of the chest, almost like a handkerchief of sorts. I like that detail there too. And a unique take on the belt as well. Very, very clean. Did Ryzar flashes? Not yet, not yet. Not that I plan to. Can you imagine? 2.0, Ryzar flashes this and then gets banned. Doesn't even get to use his 2.0. Alright, Mr. Johan. Ooh, another relaxed approach to the outfit with the inner sleeveless, half sleeveless, I believe. Yeah, one has sleeve, the other doesn't. Okay, interesting. Oh, and the rip in the pants, and then that little detail towards the bottom. Also, I like that they chose a different color for the coat as well. Very, very nice. It just has it has a formal yet relaxed feel with the chosen colors towards the upper part. Very, very nice. And then this one is from Nayun. Hairstyle with slightly tousled hair or bangs swept back. And then the harness as well, yes. I feel like a lot of people enjoy the idea of a harness. That's another thing. We've seen a lot of whites and we've seen a lot of the harnesses on the outfit too. Gives off a neat yet somewhat restrained vibe. Very nice. Very cute as well. I like the hardware choices here as well and how they detailed them. Very, very cute. It reminds me of those squishy, you know, those squishy, what do you call them? Like the squishy plushies? That's what it reminds me of. Like the marshmallow looking ones. Ooh. Reneji and Elysian 1143. Oh, I like the pants. It reminds me of it reminds me of pants you'd see in a fighting game. That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, this is an interesting color combination too. Like, I think a lot of the predictions we've seen so far utilize a lot more gold. This one has a bit more of a muted color on the hardware, which really complements the choice of colors all around here with the white and the kind of faded red and the black. Very nice. And yes, the stars on the belt, which is like a nod to the detail on the emblem, like the upper part of my emblem on my jacket. All right, this one is from Shin FFXIV, aka Red. Ah, yes, the booba. Well, this is another way to compromise, I suppose. More clothes, but the booba is very well there. And also, thank you for including the birthday merch. You know, fun fact, I initially wanted the birthday merch to be in my 2.0 outfit, but some timings didn't quite align. But in concept, you're not wrong. It was something I was initially planning and thinking of doing. Don't forget to get your birthday merch, by the way. Still have a week left, if I'm not mistaken. Bro needs help covering those up. Here, use my hands. I can, yeah, you know what? Fair. I could, yeah. I'll gladly accept the offer. Those look heavy. They do look heavy. They look especially heavy here, I will say. I mean, you're not wrong. I've been going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. So they're not wrong. They're not wrong by making them look heavy. I've been working on my chest happens to be one of my favorite things to work on at the gym, so they're not wrong. Also the details on that too. I like how they chose like the red lining for the inside. This one is from Spoony. Ooh. Okay, this is something I was actually surprised wasn't as frequent in the predictions, but I guess it also comes down to the fact that the silhouette, once you see the jacket, it gives a formal feel. But yeah, one thing I was somewhat expecting the predictions, which wasn't as prevalent, was the compression shirt, like the really tight shirt that we see here. So it's nice to see that come in here in a few other predictions. Looks almost like operative secret agent. Very nice. It's like I'm about to go on a secret mission. This one is from Trigger. There's actually, I think there's 2 from Trigger. So we'll go check out this first one. Ooh. Wait 1 second. I'm trying to find the thing where I can resize it. There we go. Okay. Very Ikemen. The face card is not declining here. Also, the jacket, the collar part particularly reminds me of a detail that I really like in an outfit from FF14, which is one of my, it's like the erase code if I'm not mistaken, which is one of my favorites. And I like how that reminds me of that looking at this design. Also, choice of colors really, really good. I like how the shoes are a nod to my 1.0 as well. Very good. There's another one actually. We created another one, which I'm pretty sure some of you will be very happy about. There's this version as well. More harness around the booba, trying to contain it. Yeah, the hair is really good. I like the hair. It's just popping. When I said I'm popping in like dynamite, yeah, that's what I meant. This is what I meant. Well, not necessarily popping in, they're popping out like dynamite in this case. This is Yu Dongin Tired. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. Alright. This was really impressive. This almost reminds me of a character design from... what game am I thinking? For some reason it reminds me of Grand Chase. I think they did a phenomenal job. They went hard. And I think what's really fun about this design is you could really tell that they took lots of inspiration from my 1.0 outfit. They took so many elements and incorporated so beautifully into creating this look in prediction of my 2.0. And the hair. I think out of all the hairstyles, the one particularly on the lower left is my favorite, right below where their tag is. It's really cool. Thank you for your prediction. And the buckle, just all the details, chef's kiss. Okay. This next one is from Vinka. Ooh. The Torre X blade. Okay, I see the blade element. I know, I remember one of my Dinobots, they actually wanted to make a prediction sketch, but they weren't able to in time. But from what they told me, their inspiration for the approach they were going to take is, are you familiar with Blade's recent outfit where he has all the wrapping around his body, like the bandaging? That was the approach they wanted to do. Like, they just wanted to do the coat and then all the bandaging underneath. Well, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Ooh, I like all the belts around the top. Damn. Belts, belts, belts. Never ending belts. Ah, damn. Beautiful. And then finally, this is WN Meals. Ooh. Now this looks like something that would come out of yeah, this looks like a gacha NPC. Damn. I think one thing I really like about this is the asymmetry in the tuck-in of the shirt. And then the lines, it really makes for a nice silhouette. Yeah, there's a nice color pop here too. This really hits the general vibes. It really does. Is that a visor? I believe so. Man, he is ready for battle. I also, the positioning of the hands, like pulling on the glove. Ah, I love that. He is ready to fight, man. He is so ready to fight. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you to everybody that sent in their predictions. Thank you very much. Whew. Okay, we're making good time actually. I was hoping to go through the predictions within the first hour, and it seems like we're right on schedule. Beautiful, beautiful work. Once again, my commendations to all the artists which participated and sent in their predictions. Like, beautiful, beautiful work. But that still leaves us with the question of what my true form might really be. Well, you've come this far, and I know for days and days on end you've been speculating. I'm sure many of you are wondering why I did what I did. Well, take one last look. Ah. It really has come down to this, huh? Well, I hope you've said your farewells, and you've been given a week to brace yourself. But before that, given this transition and reacquainting that we'll need to go through, I will be taking but a moment, but I'll still be here. Consider this a bit of a treat. I mean, we all love treats in here, right? A treat towards the future. Now, how about a rewind? Ah. Normally, I don't entertain guests in my private quarters, but given how persistent you've been in finding out the truth, I'll probably make this one exception. My apologies. It seems that it might be a bit dark in here. Shall I turn on the lights? There we go. Welcome. Just so you know, you're in enemy territory, so if I were you, you better stay behaved. Welcome. Hmm. Now, come on. Just because my allegiances have changed doesn't mean that I'm not entitled to a comfortable residence, don't you think? But like I said, given recent circumstances, I at least owe you the pleasure of a reacquaintance, so how about we reset? Some very nice shoes. What do you think? Apologies. There we go. What do you think? Some of you were complaining about the fact that my ankles were showing. Well, not necessarily ankles, but there was a bit of skin showing in my previous form, so I decided to wear shoes that would be a bit more fitted and would be a bit more functional as well, a bit more comfortable moving around. As you can see, I can also give a little bit of a tap on the heel there. Do you like it? This time around, I did decide to keep the pants a little bit more on the simple side. A modest, simple, wide pinstripe. Very nice, no? They're also quite comfortable, I will say. Don't get me wrong, while I did enjoy the leather pants on my previous outfit, it was a bit too tight all over the place, so to wear something that's not only a bit more comfortable but a bit more loose is a much welcome outfit change. Shall we move on further? You know, given my new role, I do get myself into quite a bit of dirty work, and it does become a little bit of a pain getting my hands dirty, so I decided to allow myself a pair of gloves. Luckily, the atelier we worked with was able to come up with a solution where I could wear gloves all the way up to my nails, but with just enough space for the claws to still peek out whenever I might need to use them. What do you think so far? Well, judging by your actions, I'm glad that you're enjoying the show so far. I believe there was a meme circulating when I first debuted the first time. What was it? Cover them up, slut. Well, I'm a man that takes feedback, whether it be in form of jest or serious, and In this case, I decided to maybe take you up on that and cover up a little bit. Well, the good thing here is that at least, you do get a little bit of skin still. There is still chest there. I see if you noticed the necklace. Well, I am one that doesn't shy away from jewelry, and my last necklace was a bit heavy, so I went for something lighter, but still with an intrinsic touch. And as you can see, the mystery is finally solved. A lot of you were curious as to what exactly was on my left side. My right, your left. So there we go. Now I know that for most of the 2.0s that you've seen so far, they have translated to being a bit more on the simple side, which would in turn make it slightly easier for artists to create artistry. However, I must ask for your forgiveness in advance that I decided to take a different approach and, well, given my recent allegiance, I decided to dress up for the occasion. Alright, now, some of you might be curious. What does he look like from the top? Are you ready? Not ready. Well, ready or not. Yes, but no. What is it? What is it then? Boo. Hello there. Oh. Now we can finally meet much more properly. Introductions are in order this time, no? Some actual introductions. Well, allow me to introduce myself once more then. My name is Ryzar of Project Blazenfang, emissarius majoris to an organization which I guess I don't really need to keep secret since you already have knowledge to which organization that is. And that is, I am emissarius majoris to the architects. Pleasure to get reacquainted with you, Cupcake. Well, thank you for the kind compliments. Do y'all like it? Some of you noticed the peak of a microphone earlier, and you're right. For communication purposes, I do like to keep a microphone handy in case. There we go. One of the few upgrades that I've allowed myself with this new outfit. Well, thank you. I appreciate that despite recent revelations that you're quite supportive of this new visual. Oh, idle is it? Does it give idle vibes? I suppose it does, doesn't it? Probably even more so when I do something like this. Does that give idle vibes? Thankfully, the jacket comes off if I do want to ease things up a bit. Gives me a bit more room to breathe as well. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Ah, my apologies. I should probably give you guys a full look. Zoomed out, no? Well, yes, this is the new outfit. The new drip. I should probably show you with the jacket as well, no? There we go. Thank you, thank you. You guys are very sweet. Y'all are very, very sweet. Would now be a good time to admit that I'm actually sick. But hey, we soldiered through. We managed to soldier through this 2.0. Let's go. But hey, you know what? We made it through. We made it through, and I wouldn't have missed this for the world. I'm actually feeling much better. It was worse a few days ago, but I'm starting to feel much better, rest assured. Yes, with jacket and without jacket. Alright, let's get close up. Don't worry. We'll have the opportunity to have screenshots up later on. I shall put on my coat once again as it's a bit chilly in here. Also, do you all like the room? As you can see, this is a new residence which the architects have allowed me. There are a few things that I decided to bring along with me to keep me company. Perhaps don't tell the architects, but one of my favorites is this plushie which I have acquired, along with little Raipape just sitting there. And some choice reading material. Perhaps I will afford you the opportunity to look much more closely for yourself in order to determine some of the choice literature I've decided to bring to my new abode. Hmm. One thing that's fortunate about this whole endeavor is I at least got to get reunited with a new pet of mine, who unfortunately is not with us in the room right now, probably frolicking around in the open jungle beneath, but perhaps you'll be able to see them in the future. I did recently fill their little pet bowl there in the corner, as you can see, so maybe when they come back they'll be able to have a nice dinner. Any thoughts though? What do you think? Based on the silhouette and all the predictions that have been put out there, I hope that this new visual is up to your expectations. A very different look, I feel, from what you might have gotten used to, but hey, I think it does the trick, no? You know, there's only so much I can talk about with you all, but I'm sure that in time, you will understand the circumstances of which I've had to come back. Yes. Of course, with this new look, I would like to give big credits to the amazing talents which have made this new look possible. Of course, with the movement that you see, you might also notice that there have been some upgrades to the way I move, and that, of course, is with big thanks to my papa, Fuyuno. Thank you so much, Fuyuno. Arigatou gozaimasu. Again, beautiful job. And should you have the luxury and privilege of encountering me in my previous form once again, you would also notice that there have been some improvements and upgrades made to that as well. So... well, we shall see though. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you decide to enjoy my company as one heck of a Dinoboi, or as your emissarius majoris, I'm sure that you will find that things are much better with how I move. And I've also had some additional privilege to collaborate with an amazing artist to bring this look to life. Apologies. 1 second. Let me just reply to this message real quick. So once again, I should probably zoom out for this so that you can also once again get a peek at the full visual. Yeah? Well, for this new outfit, I've had the pleasure of working with the phenomenal Shokumama, who has bestowed upon me the 2.0 look that you are seeing. And might I say, they've done a phenomenal job. Quite frankly, this went above and beyond my expectations. And honestly, when I first saw the outfit, I was just awestruck by the creation. You see, one thing about me is I can be quite the minimalist myself in my choice of attire, in which sometimes I may require the assistance of people with great creative insight in order for me to elevate certain looks. And from the drafting phase to the final design that you're seeing today, it's just absolute elevation and goes above and beyond what I could have ever imagined this outfit could have become. And I am in full thanks to... I just have high praise for the artistry that they put into this. And I would also like to give a big thanks to First Stage Production EN for assisting me throughout the process. They had some incredible input on how to tackle this outfit, and usually I'd be nervous when it comes to fashion of this level of detail, but they were with me every step of the way, and they were hands-on in helping me plan everything to make sure that everything comes together beautifully. So thank you very, very much. So thank you, Shokuen. Thank you. Shokumama Shokuen. And as far as the background, you would probably notice that we have decided to request for the interior expertise of the amazing talent, which also worked on my 1.0 room. And honestly, they went above and beyond once again. And as far as the design, I really wanted to make sure that it didn't feel too far away from my 1.0. I still wanted it to feel like home, despite it being a completely different room. Technically, we're on the same island, however, in a much more elevated space. Previously, we were... how do I put it? More towards ground floor. But now, this time around, we went a few floors up, which gives us a better vantage point in case anyone decides to invade said premises. And for the background, I have some little details, some little Easter eggs back there. So if ever you decide to look back at things later on, I'm sure the more you look at it, the more you'll be able to find little hints of throwbacks that I was very excited to include. Not literal eggs. Not literal eggs. Easter eggs. Bonus. Consider it like a Where's Waldo of sorts. The more you look at it, the more you'll find little things which have encompassed our journey this far. You might not see them right now, but I'm sure later on you'll get a really good glimpse of it. And, oh, yes, by the way, with regards to my background, I would like to thank Uritsuna, at Uritsuna, for the wonderful work that they've done on my background. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the outfit. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm really excited for the future. This is only the beginning for the 2.0 era. You know, with the 2.0 era coming in, I decided to take the opportunity to prepare new things, which will come out over the next days. Hopefully, going into this new week, my brain would be less foggy and I would feel much better. But hey, given that it's a special day, I wouldn't have missed it for the world. And thankfully, the medication has done its trick. I had like bigger brain fog earlier on, in the earlier days, but thankfully, with some rest, we were able to make it through. And, I see some people mentioning merchandise. Man. What a busy month it is going to be for our Ryzars. Thank you for the well wishes. Yes, we actually do have some merch coming out in line with the 2.0 release. And you will be getting a glimpse of that very, very soon. Oh, and also, furthermore, I believe you were able to get a glimpse of the opening earlier. There will be a closing later as well. And for that, I would like to thank Miki for the illustrations, as well as to Seiya, Miki-san and Seiya-san for the new intro and outro, which you will be seeing in a bit. The outro, at least. As much as I enjoyed my previous opening and closing, given recent circumstances and just the shift in winds, if you will, we've had to make a number of changes in order to suit the new environment that we're in. Oh. Also, I should probably give you a heads up that mayhaps you should keep your eye on the First Stage Production EN page within the next few minutes. Perhaps a little something might be coming out in order to commemorate our recent 2.0. Mayhaps. Oh, also, as far as further credits, I would also like to give my big thanks to Mr. Roscoe Graves these past few days you might have gotten access to certain logs that have led up to this occasion, and I would like to thank Mr. Roscoe for providing the footage that you were able to gain access to, along with the participation of Mr. Malam Sundari and Mr. Gale Galleon. Our lore master indeed. Without him, this all would not have been possible. And trust me when I say, I mean that in more ways than one. And yes, thank you to my boys. And I also want to give a big thank you to my gen mates who have been very supportive these past months. I feel like Ravenous has really been working hard together, and we've really been there for each other. And leading up to this 2.0, you know, it's been a lot of work for us, and every single member has just been so supportive of each other. I myself, admittedly, have gone through a lot these past weeks, and which made it very hard actually at times to lock in, but they've been such a strong support system to get me to this point. So to Altus, to Nayu, and to Malam, thank you for being there, and thank you for just the months that we've spent together. And it's just a very exciting era. It's a very exciting era, this 2.0. 3 down, 1 more to go. And ooh, we've got Mr. Malam, we've got Mr. Nayu, you have me. Makes you wonder what the future holds and what we might expect from Mr. Altus Zendoji, and when might that be? Who knows? Who knows? Not you. Whew. Yes. That soon? You want it that soon? Well, you'll have to wait for further announcements on when his might be coming. I wonder when might that be though. Randy Ravenous. Excuse me though. This coat is feeling rather heavy, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to... There we go. Much better. Yes, plot twist, it's Randy. It's actually Randy that's up next. How could y'all forget Randy? Guys, come on. One moment. There we go. Of course, the fun thing about this outfit is I did talk about how I actually enjoyed, I got to keep my old sunglasses on. And I think it goes really nicely with this outfit. So I'm glad I was able to carry them over. What do you think? Right? Mmm. With the jacket? With the jacket too? Oh, man. It took a lot of work to get here, but we made it somehow. Also, thank you for all the treats, by the way. Thank you for all the treats, and thank you for all the recruitments. I appreciate it. Hey. You know, another thing is that I think we should do something that I forgot to do during my 1.0. But thankfully, it's a new day and I'm able to finally do it with my 2.0. And that is the green screen. I never got to do it. It just, slipped my mind. But at least this time around, I'll be able to. Does that sound like something y'all would like to do? Alright, let's do it. Okay. Flashbang of green. Yeah, it might be a bit bright. I apologize. Let me remove these first. Let us start with this. I've never done something like this before, so this is very new to me. Oh, wait. Let me probably remove the notifications as well. There we go. And a full body? Absolutely. We should definitely do a full body as well. What should we do next? I'm very new to this. There we go. Okay, what do we do next? Then we have the usual expressions from before. How about this one? And then we have this. Me. Guilty. We also have this one. A little blush. And then okay. Then we can do a whole body. Whee! All right. No more fooling. Okay, there we go. I believe this is how they do it, right? Villain era, by the way. Jacket off, you got it. Glasses with the jacket on? You betcha. There we go. Say cheese. Cheese. Few with sunglasses on forehead. You betcha. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Ah, there we go. Speaking of, with the microphone, of course. Oh, oops, sorry about that. Old habits die hard, as they say. It seems that we have an announcement from Manasan. Alright, we'll go over that in just a bit. Alright. Yeah, you like the merch. Okay. I suppose we should go back then. There we go. Let me remove these. And then... merch time, yeah? Don't worry. If ever there are any more requests for a green screen, we will be having a 2.0 Aftermath Zatsu. So... Don't worry. You'll have plenty more opportunity to get whatever shots you want from me. Now, for the meantime, let us rid ourselves of this background, yeah? And we are back. But yes, big thank you to Manasan. How about we get a peek of the merchandise? Alright, 1 second. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, who's that guy? He looks familiar, doesn't he? So yes. Along with the 2.0, in classic 2.0 fashion, we have the new outfit goods, available from May 23rd to June 14th. So that should be available now, I believe. And with this merchandise comes with... there we go. We have the goods and voice set, should you wish to get it as a complete set. If you're enjoying the new look, then an acrylic stand shall be available for you, along with an acrylic stand keychain, should you want something a little bit more on the handy side. And if you're getting your bags ready, then we also have the badge set ready for you, along with the lore voice pack now. The merchandise, exquisite. I really like the merchandise. Honestly, the outfit is such a stylish look, and the chibi is really cute as well. But I will add, furthermore, the one I'm really excited about is the voice pack. Now, some of you might have questions about recent developments, and while I can't guarantee you that you'll be getting all the answers right away, the voice pack will at least help you enlighten you. And it is lore related. Now, what can I say about the voice pack? Well, the one thing I can say without spoiling too much is well, let's just say for this voice pack in particular, I hope you don't mind being restrained. That's all I'm gonna say. It's without tooting my own horn too much, I would like to consider this voice pack some of my finest work yet, so I hope you'll give it a listen. Alright, back into the room we go. Yeah, go give it a listen. And hey, if ever, we will be doing a voice pack listen along this coming Wednesday. This will be for both the birthday voice pack as well as the 2.0 voice pack. So, if you want to mayhaps enjoy the voice pack along with the company of your fellow stage lights and Ryzars, then you might want to make sure that you're around for that particular stream. Yeah, be sure to check it out, guys. Yes, along with the 2.0 merch, you still have the chance to get your hands on my birthday merchandise as well, which includes an acrylic stand, the limited edition birthday scarf charm, which can be used for your bag, as a hairpiece, for arms, for neck, as an accessory, and honestly many other uses. So be sure to get a peek at that as well. That's only available for one more week, however, so don't miss out on that, Cupcake. And yes, the beautiful thing is that if you intend to get both merch, then you have the opportunity to put them together in one order as well. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome. Thank you. I guess another introduction is in order, given that we have a few raids. Also, thank you to all the FSP boys that raided earlier as well. Thank you so much. Apologies. I'm still getting used to these newer introductions. Greetings. My name is Ryzar of Project Blazenfang, Emissarius Majoris, as well as member of First Stage Production EN Second Generation, Ravenous. Thank you for all the recruitments, by the way. I will be going through all the treats, the recruitments, the Ryzupas, and Ryzonos during the Aftermath stream, which will be happening tomorrow. Thank you for the kind compliments in chat. Thank you very much. Thank you, June. Thank you. We still need to do something soon, by the way, man. Thank you for all the recruitments. Oh, I should probably advise you. I probably won't be going for a long stream today because of my current ailment. However, with some rest for the rest of the day, hopefully I will be in better form for the Aftermath stream tomorrow. Just need to make sure to chug some medicine after this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, also, I strongly advise anyone that's still here, make sure to stick around till the very end. Make sure to stay, okay? Especially if you've been one that has been looking for answers, then mayhaps the last piece of information that we can afford you would be of great value to you. Curiouser and curiouser. Well, it's as I said earlier. I won't be able to give you all the answers that you seek, but bit by bit, I'm sure you'll come to understand eventually. Sus. Crazy. Nah. No songs today, unfortunately. Not today. And thank you again. Thank you for all the supas. Thank you for all the donos. Thank you for the wealth of recruitments that we got today. That is a lot of recruitments. Is that so? Also, don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe not only to myself, but all the boys within First Stage Production EN. We're always cooking. You'll never know who might be coming out with something next, whether it be a song, whether it be a project. In Ravenous's case, yet another 2.0 in the future. we will be having quite the week ahead. I was on a bit of a soft break over these past 3 weeks, but rest assured, given the recent coming of this 2.0, and so long as I don't feel like shit tomorrow, hopefully we can go back to our regular scheduling. New songs would be nice. You're gonna have to wait for announcements from Altus on when his might be then. Oh, when might it be? That is the question, isn't it? Thank you again. Thank you. Let's see. I'm just making sure that I haven't forgotten anything. All right. I believe that I have reached the extent of my energy, and I may need to retreat in order to rest again. While I may be indestructible as the ultimate weapon, that unfortunately does not necessarily excuse me from certain sicknesses. So, and I am feeling a bit woozy again, admittedly, more so these past minutes, so I believe I might need to take the time to breathe and rest. But thank you once again. Thank you for joining me today for our 2.0. I hope that y'all enjoyed today. And we'll talk more soon, okay? I'm sure that you all have many more questions that you wish to ask, and I will endeavor to do my best to answer as many of them as possible during our Zatsudan tomorrow. But don't go anywhere, as I mentioned. There is more information that I shall leave you with. But before I go, I just want to express my thanks to every single one of you for always being there, for always supporting, and for keeping your Dinoboi alive and kicking during these times. We've made it more than a year, and the reason why we were able to push for a 2.0 was because of you guys. And with all the treats that you've sent, I was able to prepare a little extra along the way, which you will be seeing over these next few weeks to come. This is only the beginning, rest assured. There is a lot of activities. A 2.0 debut, this 2.0 era doesn't end with just simply this outfit reveal. There will be more to be revealed in the future within these weeks to come. It's as I've told you guys, I'm always gonna cook for you guys. I'm always going to endeavor to do great work for you all. And I appreciate your patience throughout these past months waiting for me to come forth with these things for you. And finally, we've reached that era where we can finally bring it to you guys. Sorry, brain fog. But thank you once again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I owe everything to my Ryzars. You are the reason I'm here. You are the reason I still get to be here, and as I always have, I will continue to do everything I can for all of you. No words can express how grateful I am to each and every one of you. And I hope that we can continue to be together. And I hope that we can do more things. Thank you, thank you. Well, I believe some rest is in order. Once again, this has been Ryzar. Of First Stage Production EN, Second Generation Ravenous. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care of yourselves, and we shall talk again, okay? You know what? Why not? How about a cupcake pile? I might have switched allegiances, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not adverse nor in a position where I would want to deny a cupcake pile. Some things may change, but there will also always be some things that mayhaps never change. Alright. Well then. Don't go anywhere. I promise. All will be answered soon enough.